Now paper number 38. Now in this paper number 38 is question number 66 to 70. Now in this 66 to 70, it is based on square arrangement. 8 people M, N, O, P, Q, R, S and T are seated around a square table. 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons are seated around a square table and 4 of them sit at 4 corners while 4 sit in the middle of each of the sides. The ones seated at the corners are facing the center. The one who are seated at the corners are facing the center and the remaining persons are facing away from the center. Now the persons who are seated at the center are facing away from the center. This is how these 8 persons were seated. Then M sits at one of the middle of the sides of the table. As M is seated at one of the sides of the middle of the sides, hence we can fix this M at any place. If M is here, only one person sits between M and R. One person sits between M and R. How many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. R can be either right hand side of M or to the left hand side of M. Hence we have some 2 possibilities in this. Now these 2 possibilities, now we are fixing M at this place and R can be at this place, isn't it? Hence there are 2 different possibilities for this M and R, and only one person sits between M and R. P sits thou to the right of R. P is seated thou to the right of R. In case 1, P must be here, and in case 2, P must be here. P sits thou to the right of R. Only 3 people between P and N. Only 3 people between P and N will be here. O sits second to the right of S. O is seated second to the right of S, and as O is seated second to the right of S, this O and S must be in the alternate places. As O and S are in the alternate places, O sits second to the right of S, then if S is here, then O will be seated second to the right of S. S and O will be here, and in this one, O sits second to the right of S, O is here and S will be here. O sits second to the right of S, and T is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor M. As T is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor M, T cannot be here, and T must be here. And if T is here, then who is the person left over? Q is the person left over. Q will be at this place. And next in this case, T sits neither adjacent to S nor M. T is neither adjacent to O nor M. T cannot be here because T is adjacent to O, and T cannot be here as well because T will be adjacent to M. Hence there is no place left for this M at all. Hence this is completely ruled out. Hence finally we are left with only one case. Done with this? Let's write down this arrangement. Question number 66 to 70. Then 71 to 75. Now in this question number 71 to 75, how many people are there? In total we have some 12 people. 12 people are seated in 2 parallel rows containing 6 people each in such a way that there is equal distance between the persons. Row 1 and row 2. Now in row 1, yes, tell me who are the persons in row 1? A, B, C, D, E and F are, and all of them are facing south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now all these persons are facing towards south, and who are those persons? A to F are the persons. And in row 2. Now this is row 2. Now in this row 2, who are the persons in row 2? Tell me. Now P, Q, R, S and T. Now P, Q, R, S, T and U are the persons who are facing towards north. Then R sits 4th to the left of you. As R is seated 4th to the left of you, now if R is here, seated 4th to the left of you, you will be here. That is one possibility. Then what is the second possibility? Tell me. Now in the second possibility, R can be at the left, second from the left, and you will be at the right extreme end. R sits 4th to the left of you. Only 2 people sit between R and C. How many are in between R and C? There are exactly 2 people, and R and C. 2 people between R and C. C will be here. C faces an immediate neighbor of P. Now this C is facing then now in this one C must be in the first row, isn't it? And only 2 people between R and only 2 people sit between the one who faces R and C. Now this is the person facing R, as there is only one person facing R, and how many persons are in between? Two people between these two. Hence, two people between these two, C must be at this place. And in this case, the person who is facing R is here, and between this person and the person who is C, and there must be exactly two persons. Two persons between the person who is facing R and C. And C faces an immediate neighbor of P. As C is an immediate neighbor of P, in first case, this must be here. C is an immediate neighbor of P, and in the second case, P must be at this place. C is an immediate neighbor of P. E sits second to the right of B. E is seated second to the right of B. Now E and B must be in the first row. E sits second to the right of B. Now this is how this E and B must be. E sits second to the right of B. At the same time, neither B nor E sits at any extreme end of the row. Neither B nor E sits at any extreme end of the row. E cannot be at this place, isn't it? And E cannot be at this place as well. And so what is the only possibility? E is here and B will be here. And in the second case, now in the second case, E and B cannot be at this place. And now E, can E be at this place, tell me? E cannot be at this place. Why E cannot be at this place? Next here. Then R sits C faces an immediate neighbor of P. E sits second to the right of B, neither B nor E. E sits second to the right of B, E cannot be at this place. And B cannot be at this place. Then what is the only possibility? E at this place and B will be here. E sits second to the right of B, neither E nor B is at an extreme end. The one who is facing C sits second to the left of T. The one who is facing T sits second to the left of whom? The one who is facing C sits second to the left of T. As this person is seated second to the left of T, and this T must be at this place. And here, the one who is facing C is this person must be second to the left, is not possible at all. Hence, we have only one possibility. Only one person sits between T and Q. As one person sits between T and Q, Q will be here. A is neither an immediate neighbor of B nor E. As A is neither an immediate neighbor of B nor E, hence A cannot be in these two places, hence A must be here. A is neither an immediate neighbor of B nor E. More than one person sits between A and D, hence D will be here. If D is here, A, B, C, D, E, F will be here, and in this one P, Q, R, S will be here. And this is how these 12 persons are seated in two different rows, 6 persons in one row and 6 in the other row. And this is about question number 71 to 75. 71 to 75. Let's write down this final arrangement. Then question number 76 to 80. Now in this 76 to 80, it is based on coding and decoding. Yes, completed coding and decoding 76 to 80. Then question numbers 81 and 82. Now in this question numbers 81 and 82, yes, tell me what is the information here. N is the son of Q. N is the son of Q can be written like this if Q is here, and N is the son of Q. Next one, N is married to S. N is married to S, N is a male and S is a female, and W is the mother of S. W is the mother of S. Now this person is W is the mother of S, and Y is the daughter of W. Y is the daughter of W, one more person, Y is the daughter of W. S and Y are the daughters of W, and P is the mother-in-law of S. As P is the mother-in-law of S, and this P is the mother-in-law of S, and so Q is the father-in-law of S. Then question number 81, how is Y related to N? N's wife's sister. Wife's sister is sister-in-law, that is choice 1. Then question number 82, how is Q related to S? Now S husband's father. Husband's father is father-in-law, and it is given in choice 1. 81 and 82, 1 and 1 are the choices. Then question numbers 83 onwards, 83 to 85. Point X is 8 meters to the north of point S. If S is here and this is X, just tell me what is the difference here. Now the distance is 8 meters. And point X is 12 meters to the north of what? 12 meters to the north of point V. X is 12 meters to the north of point V. X is here and V is here. and this person is 12 meters. X is 12 meters to the north of V, S is 8 meters to the west of V. S is 8 meters to the west of whom? 8 meters to the west of V. S is 8 meters to the west of V. L is 4 meters to the south of S. L is 4 meters to the south of S, this is 4. L is 4 meters to the south of S. Point Q is 6 meters to the west of L. Q is 6 meters to the west of L. As Q is 6 meters to the west of what? Q is 6 meters to the west of L. And K is 8 meters to the north of Q. And this K is 8 meters. This K is 8 meters to the north of Q, and this is K, and this is 8 meters. K is 8 meters to the north of Q. Then Arun walks 8 meters to the north from point S. From point S, this person Arun walks how many meters? 8 meters. As this Arun walks 8 meters to the north of point S, the total distance is 12, out of which this person has covered 8 meters. Takes a left turn and walks for 6 meters. Left hand side and walks for how many meters? 6 meters. 6 meters means he will reach to this, above this K. Then how far in which direction should he walk to reach point Q? Now from here how much distance this person has to travel? Now this is 8 and this is 4, and in total this person has to travel 12 meters towards south. Choice 1. Then question number 84. In which direction is point X with respect to point K? X with respect to point K. Now if you take this case, X with respect to point K, K is here and X is somewhere here. Now this is north and this is east, hence it is northeast. Northeast, that is choice 4. Question number 84, choice 4. Question number 85. Point M is 4 meters. If point M is 4 meters to the south of V, 4 meters to the south of V means M will be here. L and M are in the same straight line. Then which of the following points is nearest to M? Yes, tell me which is nearest here. This is 4 and this is 8. And which point is nearer to this one? V is nearer, isn't it? What is the distance here? The distance is only 4 meters. In this case, L is how many meters? 8 meters. Then what is your answer here? V, that is choice 2 is the answer. Option it is given as L, but as it is only V is the answer, choice 2. Now, if it is stated like this, other than this point, other than this V, then it is L. As V is there, hence we should take that one into consideration. Then 86 to 90. 86 to 90, coded inequalities. Completed? Then 91 to 95. Now question numbers 91 to 95. Now in this one all numbers are codes. All these numbers are what? All numbers are codes. And next one, some codes are letters, some of the codes are letters. All these letters are what? All letters are words. Then what is the first conclusion? All codes are words is a possible. Second one, no number is a letter. As of now, no number is a letter is true. In order to make that this one false, now we can write letter like this. Hence alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion will be false. And coming to the first one, as all the statements are affirmative, we can write as a single diagram. That is number equals to, code equals to, letter equals to, and W, isn't it? Hence what is your answer here? All codes or words is possible. Hence the first one is possible, second one does not follow, only one follows. Only one choice please, only one, and it is given in choice 4. Then question number 92. Now in this 92, all actors are singers. All these actors are what? All actors are singers. Next one, all dancers are singers. All actors are singers as well as all actors as well as all dancers, both these two persons are singers. All actors are dancers. Sorry. All actors are what? All these actors are what? All actors are dancers. Next one, all dancers are singers. All these dancers are singers. And some singers are photographers. Some of the singers are photographers. Then first conclusion, all actors are photographers is false. And next one, no actor is a photograph, definitely true. As this is a negative conclusion which is true, now in order to make this one false, now we should prove some actors are photographers. Hence I could able to prove this one. and this is also false. At the same time, the affirmative conclusion which was false earlier, that is all actors are photographed, that is also false now. Hence neither 1 nor 2, choice 3 is the answer. Neither 1 nor 2, choice 3. Then question number 93. Now in this 93, some bottles are cups, and now if you observe here, both the statement, both the conclusions are what? Both the conclusions are possible conclusions. As both the conclusions are possible conclusions, all the given statements are what? Affirmative statement. Hence we can write it as a single diagram. Some bottles equals to cups, and all cups are plates, and some plates are jars. Isn't it? And in this diagram, tell me all plates, sorry, it is can never be. Can never be means it is a possibility but not negative possibility. Isn't it? Now some bottles are cups. Some of the bottles are cups. Next one, all cups are plates. All cups are plates, and some plates are jars. Some of the plates are jars. Now first one, all plates can never be bottles. All plates can never be bottles means can stands for possibility and never is negative possibility, and this can be written as all plates or bottles is not possible. Tell me whether it is possible or not. All plates are bottles. All plates are bottles is possible, isn't it? Now I can draw my bottle like this. That is nothing but the single diagram. If you draw this single diagram in this one, what happens here? All plates or bottles is possible. As it is possible, his claim is that it is not possible, he is wrong. For me it is possible, and he is claiming that it is not possible, hence his claim is wrong. Then coming to the second one, all cups or jars is a possible. All cups or jars, now sir, all the statements comes under one category, all cups or jars is possible. Then what is your answer here? Only 2 follows, that is choice 3. Only 2, choice 3, that is about question number 93. Then coming to question number 94, some bills or checks. Some of the bills or checks can be written like this, bill and check. All checks are notes. All the checks are notes, and no note is a paper. No note is a paper. Then what is the first conclusion? Some bills are papers. Some bills are papers is false. No bill is a paper is definitely true. Now this is a negative conclusion. To make this one false, now we should draw some bills are papers. Now if you draw like this, some bills are papers, then what is your answer here? No bill is a paper will be false. As no bill is a paper is false, now we should check out the first conclusion which was false earlier. That is some bills are papers. Now some bills are papers has become true. Then what is your answer here? Either 1 or 2, that is choice 1. Question number 94, choice 1 is the answer. Then coming to question number 95. Now question number 95. Now in this one, all actors are dancers. All these actors are dancers, and all dancers are singers. All these dancers are singers. Next one, some singers are photographers. Then first one, some singers are actors. Some singers are actors, definitely true. All dancers are photographers is a possible. As all the statements are affirmative, we can write as a single diagram, hence it is possible. Hence both the conclusions follow, that is choice 3. Question number 95, choice 3 is the answer. Then 96 to 100. Now question numbers 96 to 100. Yes, tell me what is given in this one, 96 to 100. Read the following information and answer the questions given below. In a class of how many? In a class 5 out of 8 subjects. In total we have some 8 subjects, and out of this exactly 5 must be taught daily. On daily basis exactly 5 subjects to be taught out of this 8 on any one day except for the first day. Except for the first day of a month, only 3 subjects must be the ones that are to be taught on the previous day. Now in this one, the previous day, let us take for example, there are 5 subjects among these 5, and exactly 3 must be repeated on the next day. A previous day 8 subjects lo 5 subjects 5 classes avutayi kada, aa 5 subjects lo next day malli 3 undali on the next day except for the first day. Why except for the first day? The previous day is not known. Anduku first day is constant, from there onwards every next day exactly 3 subjects must be common, and the routine must also satisfy the following conditions. What are the conditions here? If Sanskrit is taught on a day, if Sanskrit is taught on a day, then Hindi cannot be taught on that day. That means if Sanskrit is there, then what happened to this one? If Sanskrit is there, then Hindi cannot be on that particular day. Then next one, if economics is taught, if there is economics on a day, then biology must be on the same day. If economics is there, then biology should be taught after this economics and must be one of the subjects taught after it on the same day. Next one, physics is taught on a day, then Hindi must be physics. If physics is taught on a day, then it must be followed by what? And it must be followed by Hindi. Clear? Physics, then Hindi must be followed by this physics on the same day. Taught after it on the same day need not necessarily be immediately. And the last subject taught on any day must be either chemistry or English. The last one must be what? Either chemistry or English. Now this is what the information provided. Then question number 96. Which of the following could be subjects to be taught on the first day of a month? Now these type of questions comes under selection criteria. In these selection criteria, now here we cannot able to finalize the arrangement and we will not get an arrangement at all. As we cannot able to get the arrangement, for each and every question there is a separate statement will be there, separate information will be there. Based on that statement we are supposed to work out each and every question. Clear? Rather than trying to finalize the arrangement. Now in this one, question number 96, which of the following could be subject to be taught on the first day of a month? On the first day of a month, tell me. Now here, the last subject is chemistry. Yes, that statement is valid. Next one, physics is followed by Hindi. But as Hindi, here what happens here? Hindi is there, Hindi is followed by physics, that is ruled out. First physics, then it should be followed by Hindi. Isn't it? Which of the following could be subjects to be taught? And at the same time, economics and biology. Now in this one, economics is and biology, this is valid. But as Hindi and physics, and the order need not necessarily be like this. Clear? And choice 1 is ruled out. Then whatever choice in choice 2, the last subject must be either chemistry or English. But as here it is history, choice 2 is ruled out. Then choice 3 again, based on the same logic. The last subject and the last one must be either chemistry or English. But whereas here it is Sanskrit, and this is also ruled out. Then coming to this fourth one, the last one is English, fine, and Sanskrit and Hindi were not there. Hindi is there, but Sanskrit is not there, isn't it? Means this is valid. Next one, economics and biology. Economics is not there, biology is also not there, no issue with that one. Physics is there, and physics followed by Hindi. Whether all the conditions are satisfied or not. Hence, what is your answer here? Choice 4 is the answer. Then again, if you go for choice 5. Now in choice 5, English is the last one, fine, and physics and Hindi followed, this is also fine. And next one, economics and biology. Economics and biology, Sanskrit and Hindi. Sanskrit and Hindi, economics and biology, and physics and Hindi, isn't it? Hence, history, chemistry, physics, Hindi and English. And this also could be one of your answers. Economics followed by biology, and physics and Hindi, physics followed by Hindi, and Sanskrit and Hindi were not there. And the last one is English, and this is also possible. And your answer could be either 4 or 5. History, chemistry, physics, choice 5. History, Sanskrit, now here in this one, in the paper the choice is different, here the choice is different. Please go through this one. In the choice, in paper you have history. Now in choice 5, history, next one is Sanskrit is there. Sanskrit, next one is Hindi. Sanskrit and Hindi. And Sanskrit and Hindi cannot be on the same day, hence this is invalid. There is a small typing mistake in this one. In the paper we got the exact choice. And this is about question number 96. Then coming to 97, which of the following is true of any day's routine? as Sanskrit cannot be taught in the third period. As tell me whether Sanskrit can be taught in the third period or not. Is there any condition regarding this one? There is no condition. Hence, Sanskrit can be taught on the third period. But as here the statement is what? Cannot be taught, and that is false. Economics cannot be taught in the third period. Tell me whether economics can be taught or not. Yes. If economics on the third period, then immediately followed by biology, that's also valid. Hence, this is also cannot be your answer. Then, cannot be taught, that is false. Chemistry cannot be taught in the fourth period. Yes, tell me whether chemistry can be taught on the fourth period or not. Chemistry cannot be taught on the fourth period. Now, tell me whether chemistry can be at this period or not. If chemistry is here, then what happens? Yes, it can be. Because there is no subject that has to be followed by this chemistry. Isn't it? Hence, chemistry and can be taught. Either chemistry or English in this one. If chemistry is here, then English will be on the last one. Hence, it can be. But as here it is cannot be, that is wrong. Biology cannot be taught in the fourth period. Tell me whether biology can be taught or not. Yes, if biology is here and prior to this biology, economics can be in any one of the first three periods. Hence, it is valid. And this is also false. Then what is your answer here? None of this. Choice 5. Then question number 98. Now in this 98, if physics is taught in the third period. Now what is the third period? Now physics is taught in the third period. If physics is taught in the third period, then which of the following cannot be taught in the second period? As tell me which of the following cannot be taught. If physics is here, the last one must be either chemistry or English. If physics is taught on a day, it must be followed by Hindi. And the last three periods were finalized. Physics, Hindi, either chemistry or English. Then coming to this one, on the second day. Can economics be taught on the second day? On the second period? No. Why it is no? If economics is this here on the second period, then this economics must be followed by biology. There is no place left for this biology, and this cannot be. Hence, chemistry cannot be taught on the second period. Are you following this one or not? Because third period, fourth period and fifth period were finalized. Now we are left with the first and the second. Out of which if chemistry is on the, if economics is in the second period, then it must be followed by biology in the third, 4 or 5. No chance for this biology in these three. Hence, it is not at all possible. Done with this? Now this is about question number 98. Then coming to question number 99. If physics and history. Now physics and history are taught on the first day. Then which of the following may be the order, may be the other subjects to be taught on that day. Now physics and history were taught. If physics and history were taught, let us take. Now these are the first two subjects in any order. And the last one must be either chemistry or English. Isn't it? Either chemistry or English. If physics is here, then Hindi must be taught at any one of these periods. Then economics cannot be taught. Why economics cannot be taught? If economics is here, then it must be immediately followed by biology. Hence, economics cannot be the subject. Then biology, chemistry and Hindi. Whether it can be possible or not. As tell me whether biology can be taught or not. As tell me whether biology can be taught here or not. Yes? Whether biology can be on the fourth subject or not. Why it is no? If economics is taught, then biology must be taught. Now here the condition is on economics, but not on biology. Follow here leda. Economics aithe unte biology undali. Andukane biology unte economics undalani manaki ekkada cheppaleru. Ala undalanunte condition ela istaru cheppandi. And biology, economics, biology should be taught only if and only if economics is taught and so. If and only if, then these two must be together. Isn't it? If it rains, you will carry an umbrella. No. If it rains, you will carry an umbrella. It is raining. Then what will you do? You will carry an umbrella. You are carrying an umbrella. Meeraithe umbrella pattukellaru. Does it mean that it is raining? No. Maybe for hot, you have taken this umbrella. కానీ వర్షం పడితే మాత్రం డెఫినెట్గా అంబ్రెల్లా తీసుకెళ్తారు. పడింది అందుకు మీరు తీసుకెళ్ళి అంబ్రెల్లా తీసుకెళ్ళిన ప్రతిసారి వర్షం పడుతుందని మనకు ఎక్కడ లేదు. Isn't it? Hence, if P then Q, P follows, Q follows. Q follows, no condition on P at all. Clear? Hence, biology can be taught. Biology can be taught after economics, or biology can be the only subject that can be taught. Hence, choice 2 is your answer. Then, question number 100. Now, in this question number 100, if the routine of a day consists of Sanskrit, economics, history, biology and English, each of the following could be the next days except what? Now next day. Among these five, how many should be repeated? Exactly 3 must be repeated. Sanskrit, economics, history. Now, history repeated, next one biology repeated, English repeated, 3 subjects were repeated which were taught on the previous day, and the last subject must be either chemistry or English. This is also fine, isn't it? Then Hindi. Now if Hindi is taught, then what happened to this one? Chappan. Now Sanskrit and Hindi. Sanskrit and Hindi is there, and economics and biology is there, and physics and Hindi. Then tell me each of the following could be the next day's except. And this can be your answer or not? Yes, this can be the next day's routine. Then second one, history, biology, chemistry. History, biology, chemistry, Sanskrit and English. Sanskrit, history, biology and English. And so how many subjects were repeated here? History, biology, Sanskrit and English. 4 subjects were repeated. 4 should not be repeated because the condition is only 3 from the previous day. Hence this cannot be the possible day. This cannot be possible. Other than this, the remaining can be possible. Done? Now this is about question numbers 96 to 100. Done with this? Now paper number 38, question numbers 96 to 100. Yes, anything else left over in this paper? Number series. Question numbers please. Now question numbers 60, 61 to 65. Now in this question number 61 to 65, in this question a number series is given. After the series a number is followed by A, B, C, D and E. And you have to complete the series starting with the given number, following the sequence of the original, and answer the question that follows. Now the first one, 14, 5, 11, 90 and so on, isn't it? Now if you observe here, the numbers are increasing at a very fast rate because started at 14, now it was there at 35,000. As the numbers are increasing at a very fast rate, it must be under product or combination. Hence, between the first 2, product is not possible. Hence, it must be combination. Hence, 14 into 0.5 is how much? 14 into 0.5 is 7. 7 minus 2. The next one 5 and 10. And 5 and 10. Now, sir, first let us check out the highest. In the case of combination, we should always check out at the highest pair only. Yes, tell me what is the relation between these two? 1431 and 35766. 1431 and 35766. Now it is multiplied with how much? 1431 into how much? 1431 into 10 is 14,000, 20 is 28,000 and into 5 plus 7, 35,000. And this number should be multiplied with how much? Into 25. Isn't it? 1431 into 25. Yes, what is 1431 into 25? Yes, what is the answer here? 1431 into 25 will be and 35775. Are you following this one or not? The last one is into 25. As this is into 25 and the previous one is 25 is what? Square, and the previous one is 9, 4, isn't it? And so on. Hence it must be 1, it cannot be into 0.5. Now sir, 14 into 1 is how much? 14 into 1, 14 minus how much? Minus 9. That is how much? That is 5. Now 5 into 4. 5 into 4 is 20. 20 minus 9 is 11. And 11 into 9. 99. 99 minus 9 is how much? 90. And 90 into 16. 16 into 9, how much? 144 minus 9. And this must be 1431. and the next one into 25 minus 9. And that is how much? 35766. 35766. Now each of these number is multiplied with into 1, into 4, into 9, into 16, into 25. And what is subtracted here? 9 is subtracted. Now the same logic should be followed for this 27, starting with 27. 27 into 1 minus 9. How much is that? 27 minus 9 is 18. Now 18 into 4, 72 minus 9 is how much? 63, isn't it? And the next one, 72 minus 9 is 63. 63 into 9. What is 63 into 9? Minus 9. 63 into 9 will be how much? 60 into 9. 550, 3 into 9 is 540. 540 plus 27. 567. 567 minus 9. 558. That is choice 1. Clear now? Question number 61. 558. Choice 1 is the answer. Then question number 62. Now in this question number 62, yes, what are the question here? 3, 5, 17. Now question number 62, 3, 5, 17. 3, 5, 17, 97, 769 and 7681. 7681. Yes, how many numbers are there? Now again, starting with 3 and ending at 7000, numbers are increasing at a very faster rate, hence it must be under product or combination. Now if it comes under product is not possible because 3 and 5 we cannot relate this one, hence it must be combination. If it is combination, then we should always check out at the highest pair. Combination highest pair. Now how can you express this one? 769 into 10 is 7690 minus 9, 7681. Clear? Then as the previous one, 97 and 769. Now in this 97 and 769, 97 into 8 minus 7 into 10 into 8 into 6 into 4 into 2. 3 into 2, 6, minus 1 is 5, 5 into 4, 20, 20 minus 3 is 17, 17 into 6, what is 17 into 6? 17, 102, minus 5, and next one into 7 and so on. Each of these number is multiplied with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and what is subtracted? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are subtracted. Similarly, then what will come in place of C? Now starting with 18,